have that much to work with. So he gets another year. I think if they don't make the playoffs next year,
they
he's
got
done.
the talent. They definitely need to work on the line. Definitely need help linebacker. Same case of defense seems like the past 3 years. Linebackers they need help with, and maybe some guy in the secondary, whether it's safety or corner.
I don't know about you, but I give him one more year. If they don't make the playoffs next year, he's gone.
I give him one more year too. I'll give it to him.
He's a really good coach. I think it's just an unfortunate situation.
I think it is too. But that O-line, Jerry Reese has got to draft a lot of offensive linemen.
CB, were you saying something?
I just believe that they were so hurt this year that they're going to have a much better season than last year. Having Beckham Jr. And Cruz together for a full season should help that team, especially if they can add another offensive weapon. And if they can stay somewhat healthy next year, I bet they're at least an 8-9 win team.
Okay. I think the Cowboys are here to stay, but we'll see. The Jets, so they beat the Dolphins 37-24 last week, so they finished 4-12, last in the AFC East. They fired Rex Ryan, which everyone saw coming. They also fired John Idzik, the GM. Obviously, we saw the favorited tweet the other week. So they got the 6th overall pick in the draft, and they will most likely draft a defensive player they do not need. I think we can all agree on that.
I mean, it's going to be interesting because Jameis, he did say he's focusing on baseball, so does that mean he's not going to the draft?
Could we see another Bo Jackson? Bo Jackson got pissed at the Bucks.
That means even if he goes to the draft, it means you can't play college. You can't play in college. You can't play college baseball then. If you're going to declare for the draft,
he hasn't been drafted in the MLB yet.
He has, actually. I forget who drafted him. Someone drafted him.
I'll have to check on that real quick.
That was like while he was in high school. So that was like 3 years ago.
So Jameis Winston thinks baseball's more important to him.
Well, here's the deal. I don't think Jameis Winston has a future ahead of him in baseball. He's
really not that good. He's not a good baseball player.
He actually says, wait, I have an article right here from Pro Football Talk. Says he's focused on baseball, not the NFL draft.
Yeah.
That was him at the press conference last night, just kind of saying, "Don't bother me. I'm not making a decision right now."
Yeah.
I'm just trying to see who he got drafted by in the MLB.
I don't know.
Yeah, he was picked. He was picked in 2012.
I know he played in the high school American.
Yeah, he was selected by the Texas Rangers. Yeah, Texas Rangers, 15th round, 2012. So I guess they have a thing for quarterbacks. The Rangers got Russell. They have Russell Wilson on their roster still, right?
Well,
yeah, they got him in the 5 draft.
Yeah, who originally picked Russell Wilson? I don't know.
I think it was the Cubs, maybe?
And Johnny Manziel was drafted by the Padres.
Well, yeah, but the Padres, that was just publicity stunt. I think we all know that. Johnny Manziel never even played baseball.
Played in high school.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Okay, well now...
Winston's not the best player.
I think he's a reliever, too.
He relieves a lot, actually. Yeah, that's his thing. He's actually not a terrible reliever. He can't hit, but he's not a bad reliever.
He's a much better pitcher than he is.
So if he gets drafted into the American League, he could be all right.
He would be a relief pitcher.
Yeah. So how about hockey? Whoever
the
wants.
Devils not having the greatest season. They're 19-7. They're 14th in the East. 1-4 in their last 5, putting a New Year's Eve loss to the Detroit Red Wings. They're down 3-1 last check to the Canadiens tonight. They play the Flyers tomorrow, Sabres Tuesday, Bruins Thursday, and Islanders Friday. They're playing with the 3-headed coaching scheme with GM Lou Lamoriello, who's I guess the head coach for now. It's kind of overseeing things while Adam Oates takes over the offense and Scott Stevens is the defensive coach. The Rangers, on the other hand, are 20-11-4. They're 8th in the East, 4-1 in their last 5. They're playing the Sabres tomorrow. I believe the Rangers are on an extended 8 of 9 streak as well. The Ducks Wednesday, and they're at the Kings on Thursday. And the Islanders, 22-10 and 0, have dropped a little bit to third in the East. On a 2-game winning streak, though. They're at the Flames tonight. Oilers on Sunday. Canucks Tuesday, and Devils Friday. So they're on a bit of a road trip right now.
All right, and now on to Snowball for basketball.
All right, well, same old Knicks here. Still have 5 wins, 5 and 30 now. They just lost to the Pistons. Pistons are on fire. I think it's 4 in a row now for the Pistons. But anyway, so the Knicks lost to the Pistons. I just had the final score. 97-81. Both Melo and Amari were out today. Andrea Bargnani finally came in, but then guess what? Got hurt again. Left the game. Just really amazing. It really is truly amazing. So 97-81 there. So the Knicks, 5 and 30 now. Lost 9 straight. Play the Bucks on Monday, and then go to Memphis Wednesday, and then play Washington Thursday, and then we'll also play the Rockets. Now they're doing all right. Actually, doing pretty good with the D. Will and Brook Lopez coming off the bench. They won 6 of the last 7. I actually went to the Kings game when they played the Kings. And really, D. Will and Brook Lopez probably played 10 minutes, maybe. Not even.
Did the Kings cherry pick the whole time?
No. The Kings is actually a good game, though. So, Nets won 6 of the last 7. Beat Orlando 198. They were winning by a lot, and Orlando, I think, went on a 22-2 run, cut the lead down, and made it really close. On Sunday, keep on thinking this is Saturday because we're doing the show. Sunday is at Miami. Monday is Boston. Wednesday, playing Dallas. But then after they played tough Dallas Mavericks, they got an easy game against Philly on Friday.
All right. So now, on to the Homer Statement of the Week. It was only fair that myself and CB shared this one. Sorry, Snowball, your Giants didn't make the cut. But
That's
CB,
right.
go ahead on about your Bulls.
All right, well, the Bulls now won 8 of 9 following their win last night against Denver. And this Bulls team is, to me, the best team in the NBA. You have Derrick Rose coming back and starting at round uniform. Last couple of games, he hasn't really shot as well, but he's been scoring the ball with recently.
I'm sorry you said that.
Are you doubting Derrick Rose right now?
I'm doubting his knees.
I don't think they're the best team in the NBA.
I have them winning the title, though, honestly.
Yeah, I honestly think they're the best team in the NBA. Jimmy Butler has been around.
Warriors, Trailblazers.
I actually love the Trailblazers this year, I'll admit it.
Look at the Bulls team in the NBA.
Are there any other teams that could
No, they
possibly be better?
All right,
Go
so
on,
conclusion,
go on.
the Bulls are terrible. The real Homer Statement of the Week this year is the Pittsburgh Steelers. Finishing 11-5 on the year, just a phenomenal season. Le'Veon Bell, if Aaron Rodgers and J.J. Watt didn't exist, Le'Veon Bell is an easy MVP. He might even get a couple votes this year. He's not going to win it, but he had a great season. Even though LeGarrette Blount walked out on this team, Ben Roethlisberger, just awesome season. Martavis Bryant, one of the best rookies this year. What is he at? He's probably, I think, 8 touchdowns in his first 6 games. Something crazy like that. He's been phenomenal. I just can't describe it. I can't put this beauty into words. How great this season has been. So,
Is it that I'm the only one that never gets a Homer Statement?
huh?
How is it that I'm the only one that never gets a Homer
I
Statement?
gave it to you. You just didn't capitalize on it tonight. So anyway, Steelers taking down the Ravens tomorrow. On the hunt for number 7, Super Bowl number 7, the stairway to 7. Hopefully Le'Veon Bell will be back next week when we face the Broncos, I believe. But
To sum it up, Nick has concluded that he has decided that he will be playing golf with the Pittsburgh Steelers on Monday.
I have never played golf and I never will. I am committed to that. Yeah. Don't ever accuse me of playing golf. I am not Phil Mickelson. I am not Tiger Woods. But without further ado, the bruh of the week, J.J. Watt. Most likely, I think he's going to win MVP. He's had a phenomenal season. almost as great as Le'Veon Bell. So, CB, you actually were the one who was telling me about this. J.J. Watt was a unanimous All-Pro. So he received, I believe, 45 votes, 45 out of 50 votes to be an All-Pro defensive end. He was unanimous because the 5 votes that he didn't get as an All-Pro defensive end, he got as an All-Pro defensive tackle. So I don't know the exact stats, but he had an insane amount of touchdowns for a defensive end. He had a pick six, he had a fumble return, he had a couple offensive touchdowns. I think, 28 and a half sacks. He had a couple more forced fumbles that weren't touchdowns. I think he's been the best player in the NFL this year. I think he's MVP easily. I know Aaron Rodgers exists, but if it wasn't for J.J. Watt, the Texans may have very well been 1-15 this year. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt and give them a win. Because Tom Savage is that good of a quarterback. I'm just joking, J.J. Watt.
Tom Savage wasn't good enough to play at Rutgers, let's be honest.
That was a joke, CB. It was a joke. Ha ha. But J.J. Watt, MVP. Now, the Joel Embiid Memorial Award goes to a man by the name of Sean Oakman. Now, who's Sean Oakman, you ask? He is a defender on Baylor. He is 6'9" and 290 pounds. So basically, this picture of Sean in the bowl game against Michigan State surfaced with basically his jersey's half on because he's that huge, and he's just towering over Michigan State. So it became basically a meme. Multiple Twitter accounts were made, and I've basically retweeted all of them because they're that hilarious. For instance, hey Sean, have you met my new girlfriend? You mean my new girlfriend? You guys look so cute together. They're just great. CV was laughing about it before the show. Everyone's laughing about it before the show. They're amazing. Go make your own. Check my Twitter, because they're all on there, basically. And I don't know what role he actually has in this, like if he's actually acknowledged it at all, but I mean, he looks menacing in the picture. So yeah, go ahead, check out my Twitter. They're all on there.
Plugs, shameless plugs.
No, not shameless plugs. I'm trying to promote the man. But yeah, check out my Twitter. Follow me too. On to your least favorite segment of the week, the snowball effect.
It's your favorite segment of the week, snowball effect. And this week on the snowball effect, it is the one, the only crab stealing accused person, James Winston.
Allegedly
Allegedly accused. Jameis Winston, you're on the snowball effect. It was just not your day yesterday. I mean, you were not terrible. I mean, you were 29 for 45, 348 passing yards, a touchdown. But you did have that one pick that was tipped. You did have a fumble, which, I mean...
The ghost fumble.
Can anybody explain? I mean, he was like Johnny Manziel first, because he's running around looking for someone. Fakes a pump fake, but it was like gravity overcame the pump fake and kind of pushed him to the ground, and he was trying to throw while falling and kind of just went backwards. It was really a gimme to Oregon that Florida State could not afford to give up. This really wasn't his day. Also, had 8 rushes for negative 15 yards because he got sacked a lot. Yeah, it was just a rough day, and Jameis, I don't know if you're going to stay or not, but if you do stay, don't finish your Florida State career like you did in the Rose Bowl.
Fair enough. And are we going to talk about Oregon at all after the game?
Oh, you're right. Oregon, actually not. Yeah, so thank you for telling me that, Nick. Good idea. So, also, Oregon, after the game, first of all, Florida State, I'm going to say this. Herbstreit really emphasized on this. A lot of the players on Florida State after the game did not shake hands with Oregon. Immediately went to the locker room. Herbstreit was really yelling at those guys and hard on them because, this is their first loss in 2 years, and it's also making them seem like they're sore losers by just going to the locker room, not acknowledging the win for Oregon. And then Oregon, after the game, during the trophy promoting, when they got their trophies, They were chanting "No means no," and that was for Jameis